Hey guys, Tanks here with another free indie game on Steam. This time we're checking out an action boss battler with a pretty unique mechanic called Mini Dead. So the core mechanic of the game revolves completely around moving your mouse. Your mouse moves your character on a one-to-one basis, so you can zip around the battle nearly instantly. In addition to that, while you hold down left click, your character remains stationary while channeling a damaging beam that you can use to hit the boss. And when you release the click, you will instantly teleport to your cursor's position. The entire game is built completely around this mechanic. The game plays really well and runs at a buttery 144 frames per second. It feels super responsive, and there's a nice learning curve where the boss fights get harder the closer you get to killing them, and the bosses themselves are each harder than the last. I spent right around an hour beating all 3 bosses as well as the final secret boss, and I enjoyed myself for the most part, but there was definitely a fair amount of raging as well. Games like this that are intentionally difficult are sort of supposed to cause a bit of rage or adrenaline increase when you fail to react quickly enough or don't plan well for upcoming boss attacks. However, there was a fair bit of frustration, especially with the final boss fight, caused by a lack of consistency when it came to the encounters. Boss attacks seem to be completely randomized instead of having a pattern or weighted priority system in place. This means each encounter with the boss can vary drastically. Some attacks are a lot easier to deal with than others, making boss fights vary in difficulty because you can either get really lucky or unlucky in regards to which attacks they randomly use. Sometimes bosses just seem to keep stringing the same attack one after the other, which can be a blessing or a curse depending on which attack they're spamming. This problem is especially prevalent when taking on the 4th and final boss, which pits you against all 3 bosses at the same time. Granted, their abilities do seem to be toned down a bit in regards to how fast they use them, but even still, the randomness can often create situations where avoiding damage seems impossible. And due to the way the boss's attack works, there are even times when the vast majority of the screen is blocked off completely. Add to this the fact that everything on the screen is white. There are even times when you can't see where the bosses are or what they're doing, which can lead to getting hit by attacks that were completely invisible to you. It's a pretty common thread in games that use randomness, where the randomness itself, when unchecked, can create more problems than it solves. However, all things considered, I definitely enjoyed myself and would recommend this game to anyone who appreciates a challenge and has enough patience to deal with dying constantly. As I said, it's completely free to play and only took me about an hour to complete from start to finish, so I definitely think it's worth your time. But yeah, that's about all I have for now, so thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.